Be Millie Ray Rays.
All right, so totally did not have the timestamp right on that musical number.
No, good job there.
Apparently not.
No, I was going by the actual timestamp for it, and it actually cuts about 10 seconds sooner than what the track says.
You're listening to Smooth Jazz on RivalCast Media.
Damn skippy you are. Good night, plebeians. It is a fantastic evening here on April 24th, 2015, and you have stumbled upon RCM On Tap.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Jazz hands!
The jazziest program on RivalCast Media. I am your moderator, the Baroness von Gosu. Joining me as always, Killer McCoy and BiomedAlchemist. And joining us at the piano bar tonight, Mr. Jazz Hands himself, Lyserg.
Hi.
No, you're supposed to jazz hands it.
They can't see my hands.
His clapping is offensive.
That is what makes it just so much more awesome.
It triggers
Lyserg,
me.
Is that they can't see the fact that you are just jazz handsing it like no one ever has before. It's the most amazing thing I've never seen.
Thank God. If you believe in that.
But anyway, welcome plebeians. RCM On Tap is your 60-ish minute roundtable discussion where we, the staff and crew of RivalCast Media, and in this case, our community member, Lyserg, get together to sit around the bar, have a few drinks, and talk about whatever fun topics come to mind. And we have some interesting topics this evening, with Orbfest coming up in just under 2 months, actually, from tonight. We wanted to start thinking a little bit, we're planners here. These events take a lot of time, a lot of effort. We try to coordinate things in such a way that as many people can take part as possible. And so we're thinking ahead to next summer and Orbfest 2016. If you were going to be bidding on, bringing RCM to your town, what sort of things would you use to entice us, kind of like the RCM National Convention, if you will, not to get all political or anything, but same sort of idea. So we're going to be talking about that in just a little bit. But first, before we get into too deep of conversation, because I know we're going to get a little heated there, Lyserg, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And let me take just a couple of minutes. Let's What? You two have been silent except for your snickering since we started. What?
No, it was hilarious because what you didn't realize is when you're playing the music and had us muted, because that's how the magic works. We were just all like dead quiet.
Not a single word was said.
And we
Really?
never do that. So
The
it's
one
just like,
time?
the one
time.
One time. Oh my
the
God.
one time. Yeah.
Oh, Varya was right. Oh, okay.
We were still snickering about that.
What, you work with idiots?
No, Varya made the very astute observation a few weeks ago, and I fought him on it, tooth and nail, but he is absolutely right about this. About how I've really taken on the role of rival mom around here, in that, as we get ready for these shows, we really are like children, just trying to, get in our little things before we get started. Yeah. Did you go to the bathroom? Yes. Did you get your snack first? Yes. Get the show started. I'll be right back.
It's gonna ruin my night.
I think we're adults here, and we don't get snacks, we get drinks.
Drinks.
We certainly need them around here.
Oh. Curse you, Twitch.
Did Twitch just crash on us?
No, I was going to reply to Umamor's statement about how we're going to be, National Convention. Are we going to be one nation under Varya art? And I was just like, no. Baroness and I are going for president and vice president.
Darn straight. In fact, Hax is still talking about -0.
Allegedly.
And negative infinity, I'm certain that I'll be able to follow that conversation after I actually have time to go back and read it from the beginning, because I'm just getting little snippets here and there, but I think that Hax inadvertently became our campaign manager last week.
Nice.
When we were going back and forth about our constitutional issues here in the United States. He started asking all these questions about, well, how does one actually become the president? I'm like, let me find you the wiki on it. Hold on. Because it's a lot more convoluted than Europe, let me tell you. But anyway.
Over the age of 32 and a natively born American.
Fail.
That was 35.
35.
35,
I
whatever.
say 35, yeah.
35 for president at the time.
Plus, you have to be one of two parties or you don't have a chance. But, I'm just saying. I'm not bitter.
Yeah.
Not better whatsoever.
Green Party
No,
forever.
whatsoever.
That's actually what got us started on the conversation, is why we have to be a Republican or a Democrat if we want to actually be the president. And I was trying to explain the monetary thing to him, and it's just... That's why so many Americans just step away from politics altogether, because it's retarded. But anyway.
Hey, when I was in high school, my rabbit would have been in the running for dictator. 25-cent tax for everybody, because I don't know, he liked quarters. He liked to cover them up like a dragon. So that was the joke. Was there was a quarter tax, as in 25 cents.
That's amazing. So dragons hoard hordes of gold. Your rabbit hoarded hordes of quarters.
Yeah, hordes of quarters. Yep.
That is.
Go figure.
That is the most amazing thing I think I've heard all day. And I've heard some pretty amazing things today. I'm just saying.
Have you?
I have.
Well, then. I'll have to show you something. I was telling Lyserg about... I went to the shooting range today. And I was trying out my new recoil spring in my pistol, and I had this happen to me. And I can't post it in the RCM Twitch chat.
Well, that's okay, because IRC just crashed on me for the umpty-7th time. So, Hax, if you're listening,
That's
I'm not
disappointing.
ignoring your conversation. I just keep getting... I don't even... Usually, if it craps out on me, I can at least see what was being said up to that point. But no, just completely...
I posted it for you, Killer.
Thank you,
Killed it.
Lyserg.
Ugh. Alright, chat, I apologize. I usually at least try to keep a half of an eye on that, but... You know what? We haven't been silenced yet, though. That's probably it. The ghost is pissed. It was trying to silence Biomed earlier, and, well... It wouldn't be Friday night without tech issues. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Alright.
So, yeah. Click
yes,
that picture. Look at that casing right there. Tell me what's wrong with that case.
I can't click on it right now, because I've
What do you
got
mean you
all
can't
this
click
stuff.
on it?
Because it'll pop up in the middle of the screen.
Don't you have two old screens?
No!
Ain't
This is
nobody
why we
got
can't
time for
have
that.
nice things.
Ain't nobody
Killer.
got time for that.
Killer.
God.
Killer.
Okay, fine. So basically, here, see if I can put it to the camera.
Oh my...
Did it get real
He's so
close?
nice.
What'd you
He's so
do?
nice.
Turn a little
I did
bit.
not do nothing. The case actually bulged.
Ooh.
When I fired it, I had
Giggity.
a flame of hot gas rub against my hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giggity.
Kyle, really?
So, yes, I nearly had a gun go, blow up my hands.
That would make it
Yeah.
difficult
That would not
for
be
you to,
good.
Yeah,
click on things.
That would
I'm
in
saying.
fact be
just a
bad.
bit. Just a bit. So, that was my day.
Just the tip?
Just the tip.
Wow.
See how it feels. So.
So we have had, cheers to that.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm.
I'm alive! Woohoo!
Yay! Alright.
Meh.
Oh, fuck you,
Man.
Lyserg.
So, Lyserg,
Yes.
welcome to the show. I've been trying to say for the last 10 minutes, tell us a little bit more about yourself. So here's the rundown so far. So we know that... shut up, Killer.
Sorry.
No, you're not sorry at all.
No, I'm not.
Straight face, Killer. Straight face.
Where's my post-it notes? I can't even look
Oh,
at you
God.
right now. Where the hell did they go? There we
Hey,
go.
RCM bot's back up.
Yay! IRC still won't load for me, but that's okay. Killer, I have to put a little post-it note over your face because I
Oh,
can't
God.
even look at you right now.
Wow, really?
Wow.
But you know what? I haven't muted you yet, so you're still a
That's a
step
good
above
point.
Barry.
I was gonna say, does he need to get like a phantom mask for the next show? Like, don't look at me! Don't look at me!
God.
RCM does Phantom of the Opera on tap.
Duh. Duh, 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 duh.
That's just ask for another reason for me to get a wig. I'll have to get one of those powdered ones or
Oh,
something.
God.
We can make this a thing. This will be our summer project.
Wow.
All right. And then, okay, so going back to what I was saying a minute ago before I was so rudely interrupted by your laughter. Stay behind the little post-it note.
No,
Anyway,
okay.
so Lyserg could, theoretically, if we did the entire soundtrack with a trumpet solo, Lyserg could do that.
Sure.
Why not? Why not?
I haven't played my trumpet in about 6 years.
Well then, I guess you need to start practicing then.
Exactly. How else? Oh God! Now there's a second one of you. How did that happen? Ah. All right.
What'd you do?
Have a whole post-it note thing.
Wow, this completely explains my love life.
Professionalism.
Every woman who's ever met me is like, post-it note on your face. I don't want to look at your face.
No, because you keep making.
Isn't that like the equivalent of blocking on Twitter? Just like,
apparently.
You said something I don't like. Block.
No, he keeps making these faces at me, and then I start giggling.
How do I keep making faces
Talk to
at
the
you?
colors.
You can't now
Talk
because
the
you got
colors.
Post-its
Oh
over
crap!
you.
I think I'm just gonna get. Caesar's right there. Oh god.
Oh God! All right. So anyway,
Back on topic.
I don't think we. I was going to say, so Lyser, tell us about some things you like to do, outside of RCM, because we know you like gaming. We know you play the trumpet occasionally.
Whoa.
Work outside.
There's no things that Lyser likes to do besides join us in RCM. He has no life. That's why he's at RCM. We've had this discussion.
Sadly,
And for
that's
that,
almost
we
true.
Thank you.
But seriously, no. Go ahead, Lyser. Go.
Yeah.
That's what you like to do, man.
Well, I lead a pretty boring life. Pretty much gaming, and sometimes going out and hanging out with my brother friends. But to actually hang out with my friends, I have to drive about 2 hours down the highway to go see them.
It's rough. A little rough.
Yeah,
You have AC/DC Highway to Hell playing?
sometimes.
Sometimes. Good.
Killer.
I almost, when you started this thing, like, Lyserg, explain yourself, I almost want to do the old Budweiser Real American Heroes thing. Real American Heroes!
Lyser, an American hero.
Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. No, I just.
Well, I do
remember-
save the environment every day.
There you go.
What do you do
Yeah,
every day?
I work out at a chemical plant out in LaPorte, Texas, and all I do is carry around a 20-pound backpack, making sure that nothing is leaking out of their pipes.
Nice.
That is good.
That's interesting.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I know. Such an exciting job.
Well, you
Well-
get to be outside, and that's.
No, you're pitching it wrong. That's the thing. I just put it in the chat, but the ladies love people who save the environment. I'm just saying.
That's true.
So you just
They
have
do.
to just point all the natural disaster movies and just be like, I keep that from happening. Boom.
Also, if there's a uniform involved, you've got double thing going on.
Oh
there,
yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Just
Especially
saying.
with a name patch. You gotta have a
just
name patch.
coveralls.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, I
some girls
ruined it
wear
right
that
there.
too.
So what you're saying
Just
is
the
that
coveralls, though.
one of these days Micro is going to show up and be like,
He's
I'm
in
going to shadow
Texas,
you for a while,
not
Lyserg.
Alabama. God, killer.
It's
There
close
is a
enough.
difference. There is quite a
No,
difference.
it's not. Nowhere near as bad as Alabama.
Oh, which Lyserg, by the way, since I don't know if you have the live stream up, but I do have your avatar up there. The avatar I picked for you was an outline of Texas with the Texas flag imposed over it, saying that
God
all men
bless
are
Texas.
created equal except Texans. Texans were made a little bit better. So
That is true, actually. It is very true.
I saw that earlier this week and I saved it just for you. So it's all good.
Now he's going to be insufferable the rest of the night. Thank you,
Thanks,
Baroness. Thank you.
Baroness. See what you've done.
Well,
you have
it is the
opened
best-
Pandora's box.
It is the best state in the union. We have everything here. Well, except for legalized gambling.
North Texas, more like South Oklahoma.
Ooh,
Pretty much.
Oh, that kind of hurts. I can't.
Oh, I love King of the Hill so much.
Oh.
God, I can't stand that show.
Oh, really?
I can't stand King of the Hill.
Why is that? Does it show you how wrong you are?
No, it just shows what people
I got some
actually think
jokes.
Texans are like.
Yeah.
It's close to home, ain't it?
No, not really.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny because the creator.
Well, except for the high school football
thing.
thing.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the South. Period. Football's a religion. Well, the creator of King of the Hill actually lived in Texas for a while, and that's why he based it off of that. he based it off of people he met there.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that would fit right in that version
yeah.
of Texas.
Well, it's just like
Sadly.
Arkansas has, I can say it coming from there, but they have redneck witness. Like anytime there's like a tornado or a shooting or something, there's that one guy who's just like, I seen the whole thing. I was standing there on my porch and this dang old thing came on down the road and it hit it and it ramped up and that's all I seen. It's just like, so you didn't see anything.
Pretty much.
Killer and I are going to have nightmares because of how spot on you did that impression, too.
Yeah.
Just
Well, there, so.
Yeah.
don't know. Just a little bit. All right. Well, okay. So, Texas... Oh, God. I can't even today.
Can't even today.
No, it's been a rough day.
Mm.
What was I going to say? So...
Something about Texas.
Yes, so something about Texas. So let's segue into our first topic of the evening. So I mentioned, we're looking forward to summer 2016, what places would be a good place for, RivalCast to kind of converge upon for the next Orb Fest for next summer. So thinking about that, if you were going to make a bid for, everyone to come to your area, say we found like a ghostly scenario, what would be some of the places, like if we chose your town, what would be some of the places you would take us to like go and eat? What are some of the places you'd take us, local attractions, what things are around that would entice us to come to your part of Texas?
Oh, we have NASA, Slitterbond, which is a really badass water park.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? Got all different kinds of museums. The zoo.
Steakhouses. I've heard.
Yes, we do.
Like no other place.
Fuck going to a steakhouse. Fucking barbecue at one of my friends' places.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Show you some nice
do you
southern
cook with
hospitality.
Propane or charcoal? I have to
Charcoal.
ask.
Fuck propane.
Points. I'm doing this with my pseudo authority. You get a point on Ghost in the Podcast.
Thank you.
Pseudo authority.
Well, okay.
We're gonna get an angry letter from Baron.
No,
I just know it.
Bio does have kind of pseudo authority because when Baron screws up the buttons, Bio's the one who has to go and fix it. So he gets a couple of points that he can give out to whoever he wants throughout the season.
Well, but I can't control the notepad, so you'll have to like slip one down for Lyserg next episode. Just be like,
Just get Baron drunk. He'll won't know.
Time he doesn't know.
just make up
The look
something
on her
amazingly funny for him.
I keep looking over to my laptop like IRC's just magically going to be there, and I'm just so sad right now. I feel
Chat's talking up a little bit.
I have to.
Yeah, talk about like the distance of everything and such.
Yeah.
All right. So okay,
Which
so you've got some cool stuff going on, and I actually forgot about this until we were in our pre-show meeting earlier this week when we were talking about what we wanted to talk about this week. And I don't know if you were aware of this, Lyser, because you're there for Ghosts in the Podcast, but a few weeks back for one of our ghostly travel logs, I had picked a place in Houston specifically for you. And I'm trying to remember, it was a chain restaurant, but it was like an
Spaghetti Factory.
Spaghetti Factory. Okay, so you did hear.
Oh,
so
God.
did you hear your homework assignment?
Yes, I have to go and visit it eventually.
Okay, excellent. We weren't sure because you weren't actually there for the live episode. We weren't sure if you heard it afterwards or not. So
if you've not
you
been
told me
to
about
a Denny's
it.
before, do not admit it to her. Do not confess it to her. Because she will
I've
go
been-
ballistic, and that will be the next thing on your list.
no, okay,
Oh
that
God.
Bio. That is
I've
not
been
why I went.
to Denny's many times.
Okay.
Just
You
saying.
were dissing Denny's hardcore to get me riled up because you knew you were terrible.
No, at
You
the
were
time,
terrible.
actually, I had
It was
no idea you were that
Christmas.
into Denny's.
It was Christmas.
Yeah, that
And
was
he's-
my
he's
Christmas
sitting
present
there.
to you.
He knows I was actually drinking that night. So he knows this. He knows I'm a little tipsy, and then he's like, Denny's, And then just starts needling until I'm like, "Ah!" And
yeah,
then
like no.
and then says, "Oh, I've never actually been to a Denny's." And then
I have been to a Denny's. I just didn't
You
eat
didn't
there.
eat there.
It's not my jam.
You were
it's
like,
not
I
my
was there
jam.
one time and I had a
One
glass of
time.
water. Okay, that doesn't count as being to Denny's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like everybody I know basically doesn't like Denny's.
Well,
It's-
you're wrong, and your friends are
it's-
wrong.
It's the environment I've been cultivated in, guys.
We find out later that Lyserg secretly hates Denny's too, but he will never admit it on the show.
No. When I was
And he uses
my last job, there was a Denny's right down the road. So when I got off in the morning, I would go there
Bazinga.
and eat breakfast. Shh, it's phrasing, asshole.
All right. Bio. You can
Me?
pick either one for this. So okay. RivalCon coming to, I don't know, you can pick Arkansas or New York, whichever you prefer. Where are you taking or sending us for dinner?
Okay, I'd probably pick Long Island actually. From
Of course you would.
Well, there's a lot more diversity of stuff. There are things here, but a lot of there's some cool smaller restaurants in Little Rock, but a lot of them have kind of been shut down. Just over time, and you can definitely tell corporate has gotten a little bit larger of a grip than it used to have. But let me think of where in Long Island. There was a good Irish pub that we always wanted to go to, but it never looked open. So I think I would say let's go there.
Okay.
All right.
I like this idea.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Matt, my housemate from up there, if he remembers the name. But yeah, every time we went past it, there was a parking lot next to it, and it was a gravel parking lot, and you'd rationally think that's where you go. That's not where you go, and it was always gated shut. So logically, the parking lot next to it's gated shut. You can't see any lights from the outside, really, other than just a little bit. So you just assume it's closed. But apparently, you have to go all the way around to the intersection, and then there's like an alley.
This sounds like my kind of place.
And that's where the parking is. Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard it's a pretty good, homely Irish pub. Yeah.
See, we'll go and they'll run out of potatoes, and Baron will just go ballistic like he did on that poor waitress that one time.
Aww.
What?
Yeah, we were at trying to think of what the name of it was a chain, but it was an Irish themed restaurant, and we stopped there because there was one like right around the corner from my office when I was working over there, and he was in grad school at the time, but he had time between classes, so we stopped over. We had dinner, when I got off of work.
Literally 4 miles. All right. Sorry, I was looking up something for my little places. Continue your story.
Okay.
Continue your story. I'm sorry.
So
Keep
anyway,
going.
we sit down for dinner, and it's an Irish themed restaurant, right? So I place my order, and he orders his stuff, and he wanted, I don't remember what he ordered, but he ordered something with a baked potato. And the waitress says to him, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we're all out of potatoes." He slams his fist down, looks right at her, and goes, "What the hell do you mean you're out of potatoes? This is an Irish restaurant. That's all we eat." And this poor girl is
Wow.
he's like, "Do you have French fries?" She's like, "Yeah, we have French fries." And he's like, "Those are potatoes."
Wow.
My God.
So you couldn't have gotten him to rage more if Ben Affleck had come over
Oh,
personally
of course you
deliver
have
the
to pull
news
that
to
up.
us.
It was amazing. It
I
really
went
was
there.
amazing.
You did.
So, yeah.
You did.
I found the place. It's called Tomorrow's Pub.
Oh, nice.
Right there on Main Street. There's some really, in Patchogue at least, there was some really good kind of local places. Some of them have shut down. There's a good Greek restaurant that went away. But yeah, there's a pretty cool kind of nightlife in that town compared to others on the island.
Cool. Yeah, I was actually very excited about the idea of taking you guys to my first choice until I realized that when we go to Orbfest this summer, that we're taking the Pennsylvania Turnpike the whole way instead of 80. So we'll be like on the bottom of the state instead of going through my hometown. So we don't get to stop at the Italian Oven after all, and that makes me sad.
Aw.
But
That's unfortunate.
I know, it makes me so sad because it's like my favorite restaurant, one of the really, really cool places to go in my hometown. So someday we'll have to figure that one out. But let me see, around here, I mean, Cleveland's pretty cool in that it has a little bit of everything. And where we're at, like, because we're right on the outer edge of what's considered Greater Cleveland, so we're about, 20 minutes to a half hour from downtown. But then on the other half, you've got, like, all of the rural stuff, too, so you've got all these, like, mom and pop places that are pretty cool. But my absolute favorite place in Cleveland to go, and where I would take RivalCast if we had the choice, is the East 4th Street complex outside of where they have Hilarity's Pub and everything, or Hilarity's Comedy Club, because they've got a ton of different like little restaurants all in one area, but they have outside seating too, and they've got party lights strung up and down the whole street. It's blocked off to motorized traffic, so it's just pedestrian traffic the whole way, and there's little tables everywhere.
Nice.
And it's just, in the summertime, it is the most beautiful place in all of Cleveland, so we would definitely be going there, and then we could catch some shows. I mean, Playhouse Square's around the corner. Varya loves going to the musicals. We've got the comedy clubs around the other corner, casinos nearby. It's just a very cool place to be. So that's where you guys would go when we get to Cleveland.
All right then.
Where are you taking us, Killer?
Well, there's a place.
Yes, tell us about your home state of Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma.
Before you get into that, we're not going to the Chili's near your house because those little bastards. I am still
there's literally
fuming about
there's
that.
literally a Chili's.
I know.
Less than a mile away.
That's the specific one I'm talking about. That manager is a
that's
dick.
right. You remember? You're gonna get me soup.
What?
All right, there's a story.
I'm missing something here.
There's a story
Fill us
behind
in.
this. All right. So
Was it like 7-8 months ago, something like that?
It wasn't quite that long ago. Killer was homesick one day.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, like, sick. I mean, he sounded miserable. And Killer doesn't call off, but he was actually called off of work. I remember specifically it was a Monday. I happened to be off that. I don't remember if I got off early or if I was off the whole day or what, but I remember talking to you, and you just sounded miserable. So I wanted to do something nice. And, where Killer lives to Cleveland is a 15-hour drive, and there was no way I could do that and make soup and whatever. So I was like,
Wow.
I looked up, and I was like, you know what? He's got a ton of different restaurants in his little town. I'm sure one of them sells chicken noodle soup and could take it to his house. All right? You'd think this would be easy.
Yeah. Would be.
So,
Would hope, yeah.
So I'm going through online menus, and I found 2 places that made homemade chicken soup and delivered. Both of them were Italian places. Both of them were near his house. Great. Go to place the order. Both of those damn places were closed on Mondays. I'm like, are you kidding me? Both of them. And this was a Monday, so it's like, God damn it. So I'm going through like every other restaurant in his town, coming up with anyone who sold soup of any kind and chicken of any kind, and finally come to Chili's. And I'm like, all right, Chili's is less than a mile from his house, okay? They've got soup. They can stick the chicken in it. So I call them, and I was like, I explained the
I can't
situation.
believe you actually called them.
I called them and I explained the situation. I was like, this is what I would like. I'm willing to. I realize that you guys don't really deliver, but I'm sure you've got like college kids working for you. I will pay like $20 to have someone just take it. I mean, if you go out in your parking lot and look, you can see the roof of his house. That's how close this place is, right? No, this manager is just like all about not. So no, we are not going to Chili's. But anyway.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
that's kind of interesting because Little Rock apparently recently set up a company that will go pick up stuff and deliver it to you.
Yeah, Cleveland has
and there's
that
a
too.
huge list.
Grubhub.
Washington has.
Well,
I mean,
I
a
love
lot of
Grubhub in Long Island.
Yeah.
Tons of places.
Yeah, a lot of
local
cities have
places,
that
too.
service now too. It's like you pay them a fee, they'll go and they'll pick it up, and then they take it to wherever you need it to be
Yeah.
taken to. And
With Grubhub, Oh, that product is amazing. I'm gonna shill them right quick.
Oh God.
You can put it was such an easy transaction. I could pay with PayPal.
I know,
I
right?
could buy like a full meal with PayPal for everybody in the house, include the tip in there and everything. So all I had to do was just give him a little bit there.
Almost made you spew
all
there.
I had to do was like hand the food, and it was so unnatural to me for the guy at the door to come over and just hand me the food and walk off. Nothing to sign, nothing, because I paid with PayPal. So it's just like,
It's a beautiful
I
thing.
guess this is it. Okay, I'm
Wow.
going upstairs again.
So yeah, Grubhub, go to Killer's Town
yeah.
before the next cold and flu season hits, or I'm just because
Because you know, Killer will catch something.
Really?
I'm just saying.
Bazinga.
Apparently. I'm just going by what Baroness was going.
I'm just
she
trying to
set
cover
that out
my
there.
bases here, okay? Because anybody else, I mean, I looked up like soup delivery in Cleveland, ridiculous amount of things. I'm just saying. Just anyway.
I'll make sure if I am sick, it's not on a Monday.
Good.
How dare you, Killer? You inconvenience the Baroness with your illness.
Christ.
I don't know.
All
I hate you guys so much. So much.
Killer.
So very much.
Killer's so taken aback. He doesn't even want to share where he would take us now. He's like, no,
No,
you guys
no,
keep
okay.
going.
He literally can't even now. He's
Okay.
done.
No. There are two places that we can go immediately. And literally, they are 4 miles away from each other.
All
You
right.
literally just have to drive from this place. Well, first place we're going to go is Mears. I just posted an RCM. Oh my
IRC.
God, Thank you.
IRC.
I would
Shut up.
love to be able to see something in IRC, wouldn't I, computer? Anyway. Not
Calm
not
down
bitter
there.
at all
Calm
here.
down. It's okay.
No, not bitter
Not bitter at
whatsoever.
all.
Fucking Chili's
Not
guy,
bitter
he
at
got
all.
me all started.
But this place is called Mears.
That burger looks good.
Yes, they have
Ooh, that barbecue.
statewide or almost national famous burgers. Their burgers are huge, and that they have some great. I haven't eaten there in a while, but a place I have eaten is literally 4 miles down the road east, called Ann's Kitchen, and they bake some awesome, so good country food and desserts.
Now,
Literally,
hold on. I can only take so much awesome at a time. I'm looking at this menu. Just
I
like,
know,
man,
right?
This
That barbecue special looks good.
I know.
I'm just saying that beef brisket.
Oh,
Jeez,
this does
So
look
good.
like my
it's
kind
all
of place,
charred
I
on the
must say.
outside. Oh,
I know. I know.
And
a
if you're
pint. Oh, do you see that?
if
Yeah.
Here, let me put in something from my hometown.
Oh, no. It's not your turn anymore. It's my turn.
No one cares, Lyserg. You had your
go back
chance.
in a minute. I enjoy that on the Mears homepage. If you scroll down, it has the Travelocity gnome on it.
Does it? It
Yeah,
does.
On the front
it was-
page, yeah.
yeah.
What? Oh, because
It-
it's an
it got an
editor's,
editor's
pick.
pick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and a Food Network top
Yeah.
Oh,
American
excuse me,
restaurants.
little people,
Little
the
people.
little LP.
Yeah, I'm offended. You're gonna have to go apologize on social media now.
Ah,
Retract your
well.
statement. And it's not gonna be
Other
enough. I'm
side,
still gonna
yeah.
need you
Can't
to
really see.
resign.
My little person.
And so after we have our, our burger, then our dessert, what we could go do is we could go to
Oh,
Fort
we didn't get to
Sill.
that point yet. So
I have to
let's
flip back.
let's segue
Hold it
into
back.
it. Killer can go
Okay.
first. Okay, so
I'll go first.
the other question. So we go to eat first because we're hungry from our long journey. So that's why we went to eat first. So now
Exactly.
what are some of the local attractions that you're going to take us to, and what makes them special? So now we can continue.
Okay. Well then, we can go to Fort Sill. They have several museums, so Varya can be entertained by all the large artillery pieces and stuff like that. We can even go to Geronimo's grave.
Interesting.
Yes. We can also go around the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge. They have some excellent hiking trails, and it's actually about me in the local area. It's about the only pretty country we have, and like within 100 miles, literally. It's the only pretty thing about here. I'm. I
Wow.
wish I wasn't lying. I was lying, but I'm not. It's sadly to me. It's
Well, it's
Yeah.
Oklahoma. I mean, it's known for being
Yeah.
flat and, kind of...
God Almighty. It's flat. Our mountains are not mountains. They're just big hills
Hills.
with rocks. That's pretty much it. But of course, we can see about rounding up some longhorn or some bison for later on.
I heard that
And,
bison burgers are
Bison
good.
jerky.
I hadn't had one, so I
Yeah,
can't tell
I
you.
have. They're
I
pretty
haven't
good.
either, but I hear they're very good.
Finally, I will probably take everyone to go shooting because I have a friend who
Probably?
probably,
Really?
probably, yeah. I'll have my
Well,
entire
what's the
arsenal.
percentage chance of that happening, Killer, would you say?
Probably about
99.9.
No, we're gonna go 110 because it's gonna go into 11. I'll lay out the entire arsenal. We'll shoot all day. It'll be glorious.
But
Glorious.
Tell me the probability of Killer taking a shooting. It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Oh, God.
What?
All right. Lyserg, where would you take us? Since you're in the same... I don't want to say you're in the same area as Killer because you're several
No.
hours away.
Oh no, we have beautiful country out here.
Fuck
A
you.
lot of rolling hills, actual cities.
Oh, you're
have lots of
right down by the
We have one
coast, too, aren't
city.
you?
It's called Oklahoma City. And
Yeah, we-
Tulsa.
I'm just imagining that Texas has a whole bunch of statues that are nothing but middle fingers and they're pointed north at Oklahoma.
That would be
Probably
amazing.
along the border.
That would be
along the
amazing.
border. That red
So,
river
if
we
you
have.
can see those in your rearview mirror, you've gone too far.
No, it's so bad that the Red River. That's the boundary between Texas
Right.
and it's not even a real river. It's like a couple of puddles. That's what it is right now. I kid you not. In my
I've seen some
entire
rivers
life,
like that. It's kind of depressing.
it is depressing. I'm sorry, Lyser, continue. Where would you take us?
Well, there's, like I said earlier, there's lots of museums and the zoo, Houston Zoo, NASA, and then we can go all the way to New Braunfels for fucking Schlitterbahn, one of the best water parks in Texas.
Ooh.
The biggest water park in Texas.
Wait a minute, hold on. Bio, lots of sunscreen for you. I know how pale you are.
Yeah, that whitiness.
Yeah.
It's my white privilege. It's
White
very, very very fragile in the sun.
And
God.
we'd have to go the opposite direction to hit Galveston. Nice,
Ooh, Galveston.
nice beaches,
Definitely, yeah, heard that.
Moody Gardens, which is oh fuck, I don't remember. I haven't been there since I was a kid. They have an aquarium and all different kinds of stuff.
Nice. So in other words, the fictional choice of Dallas for the RivalCon in the fanfic was probably a fairly decent choice. I know you and I had kind of gone back and forth about that when I was doing the pre-writing about that, but lots of cool things around Texas.
Yes.
Yay! Yay! All right, Bio, where would you take us?
I think it's kind of obvious. I would grab us on a Long Island Railroad train, and there'd be two different
Go see the
options. There'd be
quadruple rainbow.
going into the city, or we're headed up to the north shores of the island. You go to the city, you can do all sorts of stuff. I know
What's on the
Killer
North
probably
Shore?
have some fun in Chinatown. Just saying.
Yes, Bio, you and me are gonna have some
Other-
fucking
other-
awesome times in Chinatown.
Other than the smell, I'm just saying.
Well,
I've been there several times. I'm sorry, Chinatown. Just put some comment on everything.
You smell like fish.
No, but there's some really good food there you can kind of pick up, and fortunately, New York requires that you put your health sanitation record sign outside. So look for A's.
okay then.
Skip everything else.
Okay.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, just a heads up if anybody goes to the city. On the North Shore, there's a lot of different things there. The Stony Brook campus is pretty good. I mean, it's a university campus, so all of them, try to have some really unique things there. Port Jefferson, that's one of the places I really like to go to as well. Kind of just sit out there, watch the ocean doing its thing, watching the boats come in and out. A lot of sailboats that harbor there. There's some shopping, some seafood, stuff like that. Also, it wouldn't be along the North Shore per se, but there are a lot of orchards if you're into that thing as well. A lot of orchards and farmers markets. Go hang out, find some good produce. Pet a pony.
Pet a pony.
Yeah, actually had a pony where I got its hoof caught in a rope. No, killer.
No. Umamor, oh my gosh, you'd think Bio would like the smell of fish in an area filled with Asian women.
Well,
bravo!
Well, here was the question. We all wanted to know how long it would take for more to get banned, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, believe it or not, there's not necessarily much eye candy in Chinatown. Just saying.
It's all the old Asian women.
You're in the front.
No, but they're all nice. When I go there, I have good time shopping and such. So.
Do you now? You have a happy ending?
I was waiting for that. As soon as he said good time, I was like,
although
shit,
I did see,
really
I want to say I saw a spa, and I was just like, I know what happens there. I'm like waiting on some Wall Street guys to like walk in, like, that guy knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it'd be either the city or find some places on the island.
So Baroness, where would you take us in Cleveland after we had our bellies full of awesome food?
Well, since we're already taking you down to East 4th Street, and I already kind of went over some of the things that are there. The nice thing about Cleveland is that it really does have a little bit of everything in that, it is a major city, but at the same time, like one of the coolest things about Cleveland is that they have the system of parks, they call them Metro Parks, that go through everything. So they range from all the way up into downtown, all the way through the different communities. And it's really like having a little oasis of just like dense forest in a very confined space. So you can drive through it. I mean, no matter where you are in Cleveland, you're not very far from one of the Metro Parks. And it really is like just slipping into a completely different, I don't even want to, really? What are they saying?
No. I was immediately reminded of the hastily made Cleveland tourism videos where it's like the ending part was, we're not Detroit!
Mm-hmm.
Not Detroit!
And they like
our river hasn't caught on fire in a couple years.
They made. Did you see the? He did 2 of them actually. He did the original one, then he did the follow up to it.
Yeah, he made the second one.
The guy who did he's a local comedian. His name is Mike Polk. He's absolutely hilarious. But my favorite thing that he does is his diaries to the Cleveland Browns, where he stands outside of the Cleveland Browns stadium after every game. They are absolutely hysterical.
I can only imagine.
They're on YouTube. Look them up. Don't look them up right now because our show is going on. But look them up later.
I dropped the hastily made Cleveland tourism video.
Good job there, Bio.
It's sadly
it's too good.
It really, at least at the time it was made, it was pretty accurate. But there is a lot of really cool stuff in Cleveland too, and it's really neat because there's a lot of things that they're building, like they've been redeveloping the flats. We have the casino now. There's a lot of different art groups around that have been putting in some really cool installations. That's not just you look at it, but it's like art that you interact with. Like next month, I have a networking panel going up on campus where I invited a bunch of people around that are kind of like really influencing Cleveland and moving and shaking things up a bit, and they're just really, really cool people. And one of them, Michelle Kilroy, was part of a group that got the Cleveland Bench together. One of the big things about Cleveland is we have a very east side west side thing going on where it's pretty much it's like the way that Cleveland is situated is like you have downtown, and then you've got like the east side, and then you've got the west side. So east side has a lot of all the older stuff. It has a lot of the cultural centers. It has a lot of, I mean, it has some poverty areas, but it has a lot of like the richest areas in Cleveland are in the same area. So you've got one culture over on that side, and then when you cross over into the west side, it's very blue collar. It's more the people that worked in the factories, the middle class families that were raising kids, through for the last few generations. So it's a completely different mindset, from one side to the other. And for the people that work, like I live on the west side, I work on the east side. It's like when you cross that bridge over from one side to the other, you can really tell like the difference in, mindset. So they're trying to kind of bring that together. And one of the things that they did was this east-west bench where, it's right on where the line is between east and west. And then people can like sit on it and, have that, camaraderie, I guess, and trying to break down that mentality. So it's a pretty cool thing. But...
Or are you sure they're not just, giving each other firearms and they're shooting across the line?
Well, they used to have, things like that, problems like that.
Have duels.
From what I understand. I mean, you're talking about a city that at one point had a river so polluted that it caught on fire, not once or twice, but like so many times that they lost count. And to this day, like Clevelanders who remember that, or, their parents remember that, are proud that they are so badass that they have a river, that they set their own river on fire. How many cities can say, you know what, we're so badass, we set water on fire? So...
I don't think
isn't it more chemicals than water at that point?
Yeah, it's just floating.
But yeah, they were very proud of that for a while. But thankfully, it's a lot cleaner now. Like I said, they've built up these metro parks. I mean, it really is a city on the rise. So I'm very excited to be a part of that. And there's lots of stuff that I could take you guys.
Could we catch three-eyed fish in the river?
Not anymore. Not anymore. Although in certain parts of Lake Erie along the shoreline farther out from the city, it's kind of questionable. So
questionable, huh?
Yeah.
So note to self: we're not eating at any fishery or fish food.
I have yet to find a good fish restaurant in Cleveland. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got some cool stuff going on here. All right, so those were our main topics for the evening. And Killer, you were kind of expecting those because you essentially wrote them.
I did
during our meeting on Monday. So thank you.
I did it on a whim. You're welcome.
I know, but I have one final off-topic question for the group that you're not aware of yet.
Oh fuck! No,
you're about to take someone out.
Oh no!
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
No!
Where do you hide the
body?
So
for our off-topic, kind of off-topic. Did I spell? It doesn't look right to me. Anyway. Okay, so it's the end of the trip. Your friends are getting ready to go home. What's one souvenir that you could send back with a friend to kind of remind them of this visit?
You don't want my answer?
A Texas-sized belt buckle.
Not a cowboy hat?
Okay, yeah, maybe. And a cowboy hat, yeah.
And a cowboy hat. There you go.
Didn't we have that argument one time about belt buckles, and you were just beside yourself that we would think that you wore the giant belt buckles?
I don't have any, but I know guys who do.
Oh god!
It's like not even a belt buckle. It's like a.
I do too. They're called
plate,
wrestling
like,
pins.
Right over here.
Well, the only way you can really get those is to get them from rodeos, and that's about it.
Right.
Wrestling championships. I'm just saying.
No.
I've seen some pretty large belt buckles before.
Yeah, you see the biggest ones for people who do all the bull riding.
Of course. So what you're saying is we had to put Varya on a bull.
Is it?
Oh, that'd be incredible.
That I can see that so clearly.
Noted.
Yeah.
No,
it's not bad. That'd be fucking awesome.
Definitely see that.
We could do one of the mechanical ones, and we could do a stream of that, like just how long more.
Oh my god.
God. All All right.
Come on, Vargar, wave that arm up in the air.
Woo!
Killer, we need
Remember,
to talk about
you can only hold on with one hand.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to do with two hands. I've seen what happens when people do two hands. They get your face smashed into the...
Oh, God.
Exactly.
All right.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
Killer, we can talk about this after the show. We might have to plan out a detour on the drive to Orb Fest. Because we'd have time for it, and we would get to go to the Italian oven this way, but I know where we can find ourselves a mechanical bull this day.
Oh, no!
And they would
I'll make sure to bring my
definitely let us
camera
film it,
so we can record it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
they would definitely let us film it. So, all right, Killer, what's the souvenir from our great trip to Oklahoma?
I like how you try to use great trip to Oklahoma.
I'm so glad that you know your state is so shitty.
That was just so
it's
better
okay.
than Texas.
Ooh. No, at least we're better than Louisiana or Alabama.
Hey, Louisiana has a New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's it. New Orleans, that's it. That's all it's
Hey,
got.
hey, don't be trashing
Better than
Mississippi.
Oklahoma,
It's not
obviously,
their
'cause you
fault.
ain't got
They're kinda
shit.
slow.
Nobody
Bullshit.
we try to forget about Mississippi every chance we get.
See, we're better than
Which is
Mississippi,
unfortunate,
too.
because isn't Vampy from Mississippi?
No.
It's like...
Is she?
I thought she was. Because one time I was joking on Mississippi and she got all offended.
Did
Like,
she?
and- well, I mean, she wasn't like seriously mad, but she was just like, "Hey, you're coming from Arkansas, blah blah."
Well, yeah.
I
See,
thought she
there's
was-
another
Here's the
state
point.
that's better
Here's
than
you know,
less than
here's the point
Oklahoma.
though between Arkansas and Mississippi. Arkansas 49, Mississippi
Mhm.
50. Just saying.
I know.
Doesn't make it much better at all.
All right, we need to ask her now because I was pretty sure she was from Tennessee originally, Memphis.
Yeah, I knew she had family there because didn't she go
I
back
thought.
recently and visit Tennessee?
Yeah, something like that. So I thought that
maybe she
was
went to
where
school
she
there or
was.
something.
Now I'm curious.
The mystery of Vampy. Do.
And this will be the one night that she doesn't log into. So,
Exactly.
Well, don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Okay.
It's actually kind of funny because I was thinking about this before the show. When I first got talking with the RCM community, like the three people I talked to most were Killer, Lyserg, and Vampy, because they were the ones that were always on. And Vibel was on, during the daytime too. So like those were the four people I hung out with the most for like a couple of months. So now everyone's been on the show except for Vibel.
Yeah, I'll have to get him on the...
Mhm. Well, he
Really, back on
wanted to be, and then he went on his grand tour of Sweden, so it's like...
He may be more available on Saturday as well.
Yeah, because
True.
we talked about it,
'Cause
and I
the
was like,
time
oh,
zone.
we should do a pre-recorded one. He's like, yes, when I get back. Because I'm going to party like a rock star. I'm like, okay. So,
Well, they do have some pretty good rock over there, so.
they have Ace
That
of
is
Base
true.
over there, and that is amazing. Shut up, Killer.
I'd say we've got some really big metal as well.
Big metal.
Yep.
Throw up
So-
the horns.
The horn.
They also have to import trash.
What?
Yeah, the recycling program is so efficient that they have to import garbage from other European countries.
Wow.
Apparently,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
because I think they do some of their power generation from burning trash. Yeah.
Ah, well done.
Oh, getting methane from all the decomposing trash.
That makes sense.
No, I think they're actually using it to just spin the turbines straight up. Like it's I found a documentary on it one time. It's crazy the amount of recycling they're able to do. Like the very last stuff they burn is just the refuse that like nobody
Nothing
can
to use
use
from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should take over Greece so they don't have to worry about that anymore.
I think Greece wouldn't mind if anybody took over Greece as long as like
They
you
did
have
the
money,
debt, too.
right?
Exactly.
And I've offended any potential Greece
Probably.
Greek listeners. Yeah, well, that's
All
fine.
Who cares?
So back
They
on
don't have
topic.
any money away, so they don't have internet.
Back on
Oh,
topic.
wow.
Bio.
Yeah, back on topic though.
Bio.
Oh, wait, I didn't even get to answer my question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because you don't have anything there.
Killer got censored.
God almighty. All right. Probably what I give you guys to take home, because as Lyserg said, there is nothing you would want to take back from Oklahoma. Probably the one that you
Tornado.
probably could take is probably a rock from on top, or one of our oldest mountains, Mount Scott. And I'd probably give you guys a casing from all the guns you fired That's
There
right.
you go. There's that.
That's what I do.
Let's say
Wow, so
the rock
cheap.
from Mount Scott. I
Shut
was
the
just like,
fuck up. Dude, how much that ammo cost? Do you know how much ammo cost?
it's backwards.
Here.
We can't read it.
Oh, really?
Beef jerky.
Yeah.
I've been writing it.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Beef
let's
jerky?
See how it is.
No.
Let's see how it is.
No. Okay, maybe.
I'm
For a
just
second, there, he
saying.
was just like, "Screw you guys." Wait a second.
I'm just
That's
saying,
pretty cheap.
Killer.
That's true. I do like to share my beef and jerky with everyone. You know.
Except for the ladies, because you never get any.
Wah, 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 and
You know how I'm not
look,
saying a
Lyserg's
word.
been
Shots
disconnected
fired.
from the channel.
Lyserg has been banned.
You know how I'm not saying a word at that too.
That is true, because someone who we all know, has partaking of my meats and found it the saltiness very enjoyable.
It actually got to like
Phrasing?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm about
no.
to nope out of here.
It really got to like creepy levels with that
So
Someone
you really
acknowledge-
enjoyed his beef sticks.
because
Oh wait, did Bio just leave us?
I noped out of here for a second.
Well, no,
Nope,
you
nope.
remember Bio had to hear like in real time when I was at that event, and I found because I had the little pack of it in my backpack,
Yep.
and I had it under the table. And these
I'm
people kept
smuggling
coming up to the
killer's
table.
meat.
They're like, "Ooh, something smells delicious. What is that?"
It's my meat.
was-
It's
I
like,
wasn't
wait, what?
sharing with anybody. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I guess I can make a little package for everyone to go and take with them. I guess. For a nominal fee of $5.95.
It would be
and
worth
and
it.
then really he's like sneaking in some like what is the brand like Oberta or something like that?
No,
Oberta.
I wouldn't do that.
Jack Links.
Yeah, Jack
Dude,
Links, yeah.
fuck that. Store-bought jerky just is not the same as homemade.
Oh, I agree.
I don't know. There's a place out here called Bucky's. They have some pretty badass jerky.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do they make it themselves though?
Yes, they do.
See, that's
well,
the
so
point.
there you go.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
there's
So
a difference.
even though
And
they're
the-
selling it commercially, I mean, it's still made by them, homemade.
It's not just
opposed
like a
to-
mass production
Yeah,
line.
you're
Yeah.
not gonna go to Walmart and pick this stuff up. Is what we're saying. Walmart's.
Yeah,
Or
no.
are you?
They are one of the
Oh,
biggest gas stations here in Texas. I mean, size-wise, not...
Oh, wait.
Huh.
There's another place we could go in Oklahoma if it's actually worth it. There's a gas station that has on Route 66 that has like
Okay.
every type of soda you can imagine, every flavor.
That's pretty cool.
I'll
Yeah.
go to that.
You,
I
you
forgot the
lost me
name
a
of
gas
it.
station for a second there, and there's like, okay, Route 66. Okay, it's touristy.
Yes. Yes.
Route 66 is on the road trip list, so that actually plays into a number of different things.
Oh, there we go. Then.
Yeah.
So, Lyserg, what souvenir would you take from Texas?
Oh, he said already.
Did he? I forgot.
Yeah.
Belt buckles and cowboy
Oh,
hats.
yeah.
Fuck that. Alright, fine. Fine.
Maybe a pair of boots.
Okay.
Snakeskin boots from the snake that you killed while you were there because it was so awesome.
Nah. That takes a while to do. And it takes
Yeah.
more than one snake.
Yeah. How about the bull at Vario Road?
Oh.
Yes.
The mechanical.
Well,
bull.
no, actually,
a real bull.
they reuse
You
the
get a
bulls. They
spur
don't
from
kill them
a
afterwards.
mechanical bull.
Oh.
Well, wait. I know what I can get for Varyar. A pair of those dangly bull testicles that you can hang on the back of your car.
I've seen those. Those are terrible.
God.
They are terrible. I've seen them too.
I hate them. It's like,
Contractors like to have those. Like really.
Yeah. Yeah.
especially if they're. Then I guess, and they raise the truck up like 5 feet.
Oh my god, I hate those fucking
I hate
trucks.
when people do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's so fucking
Same
stupid.
here.
Oh shit! The other thing too, if we take the long
You
way
go
around,
mudding,
is we could
guys.
go to camp. It's also along I-80. But I was just thinking, some of at the camp that my mom has property at, they have like carts. Everybody has golf carts that they just drive around the campsite in, and several of them. I mean, pretty much all of them are modded out like really, really awesomely. But several of the people have where they pretty much put a lift kit on the golf cart so that they could have those testicles hanging off.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Wow.
I grew up in Redneck Central, okay? I wasn't kidding when I said Clearfield County is just insane. I mean,
look at your Rome, America.
All right,
look at your Rome, and be ready for its destruction.
I may have explained this on the show before, but it really does explain a lot about where I came from, because even though it was Pennsylvania, during the Civil War, Clearfield County, where I grew up and come from in Pennsylvania, was one of the few counties in the North to try to secede from its own state because it also wanted to be part of the Confederacy. Now, mind you, Clearfield County...
completely surrounded.
Just about dead center of the state.
Yes!
Just about. Like, we have Center County is in the dead center of state. Clearfield County right next to it, right?
God.
Wow.
Wanted to secede from not just Pennsylvania, but from the Union in general, because they were so, like, all about wanting to be part of the Confederacy, even though they're surrounded by.
Wow!
There was an.
They were not very bright.
They were going to send supplies.
What the name of the battle was, but it wasn't too far from where I grew up. But there was an actual battle with their local militia and the Union soldiers, because they refused to pay their taxes because they're like, no, we want to be part of the Confederacy.
Right.
So they sent Union soldiers to collect their taxes, and there was an actual gun battle on Pennsylvania soil because these people.
That's amazing.
Yes. So that should tell you a little bit about the mindset of where I come from.
I love when I see the stuff where it's like the South is gonna rise again. I'm like, not in this universe. It is.
No.
Oh God.
No.
It's like I almost want it to happen just to watch the raffle stomp happen.
Well,
be watching it on CNN.
But you gotta remember,
like,
most of the people in the South have more guns than people in the North.
That's true. But you gotta remember that the U.S. military gets involved.
True.
This
Here's
isn't
the
people
thing.
versus people.
Well, think about that. How many military bases are in the South versus
It's true.
the North?
But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's one of those things we've always talked about, and Varyar's even talked with us in a TeamSpeak about is, what happens if a president, if that kind of civil war scenario happens again, like, would people defect just like they did back then, or would there be a national identity that, I don't know.
That's a good question.
It's interesting. It's interesting to think about.
I think we should have an episode where we have future, alternate universe
I'm
ideas.
all about that. I love alternate timeline stories.
That
I love those.
Next episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totes.
But all right. So, Baroness, Bio, what are we taking from you guys on our trips to your places?
Polluted water from Ohio.
From the Cleveland River.
Okay, as I said, we've cleaned that up considerably.
You could start a grill with it.
All right. Start a grill.
It's essentially
You're
lighter
horrible,
fluid.
Really? You're terrible. Just terrible.
Just terrible.
Little bit.
There's actually this coloring book that was put out. It's an adult coloring book, not adult coloring book.
Giggity.
It's called Why Daddy Is Sad on Sundays, a book about Cleveland sports. What? And it's hilarious. You can get it on Amazon. But it's hilarious. It's done up like a little kid coloring book, but it's like the sports fans of Cleveland, and they're all excited about the start of the season, and then they're just sad, and they have the teardrops and everything that you can color in. Oh, and it had activities in it too, like really really sad activities. But it's funny, it's Cleveland centric, and it really does kind of exemplify how we rally behind our sports teams, even though like an abusive,
Wife, you
significant
keep
other.
coming back.
Wow.
We just keep coming. I broke up with the Cleveland Browns one time, and had a few dates with the Cincinnati Bengals just to see how things would go one season. No, I still, because I just love that abusive relationship, I went back to the Browns mid-season, and because they said they would change. They won a couple of games. They're like, yeah, we can do this.
Wow.
As soon as I go back, so
we got some new plays. We have a few maneuvers. Come back to us. Remember all the good times we had?
that's pretty much it too. Soon as I went back though, we went right back down the shitter.
Jeez.
So yeah, you guys would be getting a Why Daddy Is Sad on Sundays coloring book.
All right. Bio, what are we getting from you for our trip to the Long Island?
Okay, well, if it were Little Rock, I'd have to get some sort of like Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton.
Oh, God, no.
Nope. I would burn it. I would burn it.
Oh, it's hilarious because we recently, down in Little Rock, they recently named the Little Rock National Airport the Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport. And
Can we burn it down, Killer?
I think we can.
Well, it's
I
the
think it's
funniest
our
thing
mission.
because there's like some assumption that we still like them. It's like, no, I mean, we had Whitewater and all these other scandals, and apparently there was somebody who disappeared who was part of. I think they were part. If I recall, I'm just quoting
I don't remember who it was,
things
but
from memory.
Somebody went missing.
Yeah, it was somebody related to Whitewater conveniently went missing and has not been found. It's just like,
Well, then, and then there was somebody else that conveniently committed suicide in mysterious ways too. And
right.
I mean, and then after all that, I mean, she moved everybody back to New York so she could become the senator from New York because why would she want to become the senator of Arkansas?
Oh yeah, no. There's.
I mean
no
that
well,
when she pulled that, I was
think
like,
she
wow,
knew
what
that
an
the public
ultimate fu
will's
to the
kind
state of
gone.
Arkansas. You know, I don't want to be your senator. I want to go to a real state. Actually,
well,
wait a
and
minute.
I
Didn't
think
you
it's
go to
too
New
that.
York, Bio?
Well, I
Not
think
that I
she
think about
knows. I think she knows that she like basically the main people who still like her the most are basically in Hot Springs. I want to say, which that would be a place in Arkansas we'd probably go. Good spas there. And also Little Rock, the two places that have kind of the larger demographic that still, think fondly of the Clinton family and all. But yeah, everything else would not. She would not have gotten the election here, so she made a smart move to buy property in New York so she could jump ship and get elected there. Yeah.
So back on topic, so we don't, further.
Well,
debate
no. That's what some memorabilia from that era just to screw with everyone.
Oh God.
Well, I can't really think of anything like they love the Razorbacks there, which it's a college team because Arkansas.
Yeah, I know.
Pro team.
I have a coworker who's a Razorback fan.
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
So
that's the only stuff they really have. I mean, there's some cool. I guess if you went to the diamond mines, you could get some. Like small geodes or something.
Don't you have like part of the Ozarks in Arkansas?
We do. I mean, but I'm just trying to think of stuff that you could get there without, it'd be like folksy stuff. Yeah. They love kind of the old-timey
killer
stuff.
Mountain Moonshine.
I wouldn't go. I don't know if I really...
In a jar.
I know Vario would.
It would be
so
exceptionally
down with that.
questionable.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think if I've seen any... Like, I don't know. I always think of the Appalachians when I think of that.
As you should.
Oh, you think of my people when you think of the moonshine in the mason jar?
I think of the Baroness people.
That's fair. That's fair.
Apparently. As for Long Island, it would just kind of depend. There's always some kind of sea-related stuff. I've picked up some kind of cool Christmas ornaments around Christmas there. Trying to think what I would precisely pick from there.
Statue of Liberty lighter?
No.
Would that be the city?
The towels we go to the massage parlors with.
Oh!
There we go.
Oh, man! Oh,
no,
God!
You don't want to put trust me, Killer. Do not put a black light.
Why would you?
Nope. No.
And on that note...
Yeah, let's end it right there.
Thank you all for joining us here on RCM On Tap. We'll be back next Friday at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. RivalCast should be coming up, what?
20 minutes?
I'm sorry. Guarantees.
28
I just saw Bio shaking his head quite a bit. I was just like,
I make no guarantees.
Yeah.
Like 8 minutes after the 10 o'clock?
All right, well, RivalCast should be coming around 11-ish.
That time dilation.
Yeah. In the meantime, we've got a lot of new written content up on our website at rivalcastmedia.com. The new Agents of Arachnos posted Wednesday. We've got articles from Killer McCoy as well as Sakani. Samara put up his latest flight through our solar system earlier this week as well. It could be the universe. Technically, the solar system's part of the universe. So, subsets. Anyway, check those out. Again, rivalcastmedia.com. What else am I missing? Ghost and Podcast comes on Sundays. I feel like I'm forgetting something important. What am
I
I
have no
forgetting,
idea.
producers?
Well, there are a few things. So, WoW Uncensored announced that they are moving. They're not going to cover WoW. I don't think they've finalized their name or anything, but it's still going to be them. It's just they're going to talk. Yeah, well, in the past couple of episodes, they've kind of clued in on that. They're finding it difficult to talk about new stuff, particularly with WoW, because this patch, like they've gone through, other than finishing up Mythic rating, they've done pretty much everything they're going to do with this expansion. So now it's back to the lull of, just waiting on.
So what you're saying is they're retaining their new form, ultimate form.
Exactly. D is moving to. He's calling it Storytime right now. But Sheep Moon has gone off the air. The last episode has been posted, so tune into that if you haven't. But he's going to be doing story time, where he's going to kind of focus on the stories of games. And I think he's going to start with fighting games right now, because he has Mortal Kombat X, for example, so be doing those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's really changed. I know that, we no longer have any WoW-related stuff now. I see, we count Grand Old Podcast, but he hasn't done one in a while.
That's actually cool. I knew that D had a couple of projects in the works, but it's really neat because I knowing that now, there's a lot of really cool stuff that I found recently. I think will help him out with that too. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Oh, and D's one of those. He could be entertaining with whatever he wants to do.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So cool. So tune in for those.
Got some changes.
Killer. Anything else that we're forgetting?
I can't think of anything, Baroness.
Yay! All right. Well, Lyserg, thank you for joining us tonight. Always a pleasure to have you on. Always a pleasure to chat with you, regardless. And for the rest of you, again, RivalCastMedia.com. Also, check out our other shows here on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RivalCastMedia. From all of us here at RCM, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.